everyone online that does stuff like this, so I don't know if that's maybe where he got it.
No idea.
The follow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, you guys want to get started?
Hi, Luke, too, I guess, she says.
Oh, I do look too.
I guess.
I mean, hey, I guess. Oh, you're here?
Nice.
That don't worry, Luke.
Hi.
That's the grade treatment.
Yeah,
right
you get the
there.
same treatment, yeah.
We the same here. All right,
All right,
so
so let's start off.
for people in chat, we'll be checking out chat. If we've seen some cool questions, we'll ask them. Yeah, and so let's get to it. Blue, you want to start us off?
All right, so this is the question we ask everyone to start it off. But
Okay.
so I'm gonna ask Sophie you a question first. But what got you started in content creation?
Ooh.
It could
So
be
like
like-
whenever I left college, I didn't have a job, right? So me and Luke, we actually went to college together and we studied like computing, like software development. When I left college, I didn't have a job yet, so I was really like hella bored. And at this point, I was getting really into gyaru, like fashion.
Yeah.
And like I was really into the model Subasa.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was really getting into like this kind of scene. So I actually started a blog first, and it was like reviewing like different makeup that I would order from Japan.
Oh.
And then like because I was posting photos and stuff, people were like, oh, like can you make a video on how you do your makeup? So then I moved over to YouTube and I made like a video on how I did my makeup, and then it just kind of went from there. Pretty much. But that's where it all kind of started back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
day.
I didn't know you did like makeup stuff. That's really cool.
It started from
Yeah.
the gyaru.
Like gyaru.
the
Yeah,
Yes.
I was really into like gyaru stuff. Like every day I would wear like big circle lenses and like
Yeah.
heavy eyelashes and just like really heavy makeup, and just it was
I
my
mean,
thing.
Even when we first sort of started going out, no, we were doing makeup videos. It was all makeup videos.
Mm-hmm.
And Luke, you're a photographer, right? What got you into that?
Oh, really?
I forced him into
Wait,
it.
what?
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
like
the
you're gonna be a cosplayer's boyfriend.
I'm
You
the
need- you
typical
need to
I'm the
pick up
typical
a camera.
cosplayer's boyfriend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never like held a camera until Sophie asked me to start taking her photos.
Wow.
Whoa, what?
It became like a forced thing, and I enjoyed doing it. So
Wait.
yeah, and now it's just now I live in Tokyo. It's hard not to take photos.
Like I thought you maybe studied photography
Yeah.
in college or something.
I mean, seeing your photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be silly.
Wow, what a
You
compliment.
That's a big
silly.
compliment.
Really?
Wait, so
No.
for people that want to get into photography, it's like because you didn't go to school, it's a lot of self-learned stuff. What's like your advice? Like, where should people get started if people want to do that?
To start photography?
Yeah.
I think to start photography, the main thing is just take photos.
Mhm.
You know, it's like anything. The more you do, the better you get.
Mhm.
And I was sort of forced into it because Sophie needed cosplay photos. She needed someone to help her behind the camera. So I started watching videos on YouTube, like Photoshop tutorials, Premiere tutorials. It's all just self-taught. YouTube teaches everything now.
Hmm.
So it's all
So
YouTube.
great.
Yeah.
You wanna start?
I'll be
Photography?
taking photos on my iPhone 8 for you. I don't think.
I mean, iPhone 8's got a pretty good camera. Like.
Well, that's the thing. Any camera's a camera, you know.
That's true.
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
it.
I think that if you're really like seriously want to get into photography, then like maybe getting a low level, like really cheap, maybe like secondhand DSLR is a good start. But
Yeah.
to be honest, like it's not necessary. Like I think that if you don't have a lot of money, you can use your phone and just upload photos to Instagram and like come up with cool presets on Lightroom. Lightroom's free on iPhone. Like
Yeah.
there are free tools there that you can definitely
You
use to just
need
get
it
started.
because like the first photos you take aren't gonna be the best photos, so you don't need the best camera.
Mhm.
You know,
So just get
you'll
started. Just,
learn.
Yeah, like with anything, right? Like if you want to do it, just give it a go.
Just start.
You don't have to be perfect at the start. Like just have fun and see if it's something that
No
you
one
want
is.
to continue doing.
makes sense. So for Luke, it was Sophie that got you into
Yeah,
like your
she got me into
concentration.
everything. I had never I'd never edited a video. I'd never edited a photo or taken a photo. Any of this, like videography, photography, any of it. I did none of it until Sophie asked me to, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna do it, I have to be decent at it, because she had years of experience already. So I had to like catch up quick.
Were you guys dating when this all happened, or was it like when you guys were like friends that started?
No, we were
and then-
dating.
No, we were dating.
Okay, and then so
It
you
was,
just.
I wasn't like I'm like friends, and I'm trying to get like. And I was like,
Okay, let
you
me take your
photographer
photos.
boyfriend?
Yeah, you trying to sneak in there.
I kind of did actually, but that's a different story.
That's so crazy. Like, and it was just something that you always had interest in. You're like, this is perfect opportunity. Like,
Wait, you were with
I had zero interest. I had zero interest in photography. Sophie made me do it, and the discipline of like the habit of having to do it was like, oh well, it's now something I do, so I might as well get good at it.
Oh my
You know?
god.
were you into something else before you got into cinematography?
Oh, I was no, I was just a big neat. I finished uni and just sat in my room and played World of Warcraft every day.
Hey.
Okay.
So maybe if I didn't come along, you would have been like streaming.
Yeah, Sophie likes to think she saved me.
That is so untrue. I've literally never said those words.
Okay, let me rephrase it. I'll rephrase it. Sophie saved me.
That's literally never been said. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
It's like once every month when they fight. Don't forget, Luke. I saved you.
You're nothing without me.
That's so untrue. That was never. Fucking hell, Luke.
Oh, it's so funny.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Couples
Oh my
therapy.
god.
Oh my
What a
god.
power couple. This is great. Couples therapy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Another question. You can go into.
Wait,
Oh, man.
before the
Oh, yeah, if you have a
so
question.
now you work at Sophie's modeling company as a photographer, right?
No, not as a
No.
photographer.
Oh,
So
Videographer?
videographer.
Video-
So
oh, okay, sorry.
Sophie is. Well, do you want to explain what you are in Japan?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I'm a person.
Okay, cool. So she's
I
like a
saved
model. She's
you.
a model.
I
in
saved
Japan.
you.
I'm.
I'm your god.
I'm your savior.
Oh my fucking.
Sorry.
These words have never left my mind. Ever. It's never even been a discussion, and then he just like. Sophie likes to say
I'm
this.
feeling cozy. I thought I would bring it
Are we
up.
under the bus?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like,
No, so- I work as a videographer at a model agency. They wanted to start doing like social media, like online presence. So then they knew I was Sophie's boyfriend, so I was making her video or editing her videos. So it's like, oh, you can do that for us. Like, come on over and help us make videos.
Oh,
So
wow.
every week I go out into Tokyo with like talent, different models from the agency and make videos.
It seems like everything was just like kind of like one after the other. Like everything's like working out that way.
Came out of nowhere.
mhm.
That's so cool.
It honestly came out of nowhere. I was teaching English.
Right? Okay. Before that,
Yeah,
and then.
Well, we arrived in 2017,
Yeah, January 2017.
and I taught English for 2 years,
Oh.
and then they just asked me out of the blue.
So you take videos. Norby in chat saying, so if I need a music video, Luke, you're my man. Do you make music videos too?
I've never made a music video. I've made a well, I guess I have. I made one music video, but it was like for a like real happy Japanese song.
Okay.
But I have a friend who makes really good music videos called Tebow.
Debo?
Like amazing music videos. He's like, I like look at his videos and it's like inspiring to watch.
That's awesome. So it could be a possibility for you. It's something that you want to kind
Maybe, yeah. It's funny actually. I have like 2 or 3 friends that edit music videos. It seems to be like a popular thing, especially in Tokyo. You know.
I assume it would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah. It's just a lot of fast shots in different spots.
Yeah. Maybe you got to make sure you get like the okay, because like my friend was filming a music video and was like getting chased down because he didn't get the rights to film there, like in Shinjuku.
Oh.
I heard it gets a little creepy.
Yeah, you need to be smart with it.
Yeah.
Because I do take videos for a company, I have to be like more careful. Like you see a lot of YouTubers like just in Yoyogi Park, like vlogging, but you're not actually allowed to take videos in Yoyogi.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
It says like on the sign like no video, I think.
That's a bit ridiculous. It's like a big, massive
like a public
open.
space.
Like, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Can I talk to someone? Like, I want to know who made up that rule and like ask their reason for it. Like, it makes no sense.
There's a lot of no sense rules here.
Why? Why? Why are you not allowed to record in Yoyogi?
That's
Lots
so
of people.
random.
Maybe that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sophie, like you said, like you started with makeup and everything, but like were you into cosplay before all of that, or was that something you got into like after you got into
yeah.
YouTube and everything?
I got into cosplay like kind of after that because I feel like cosplay was kind of like a mix of the two interests of mine. So I was like super into like fashion and makeup, and then I'm also super into like anime and gaming. So like cosplay was like a nice way to merge those two interests. So that's kind of how cosplay kind of came about from there.
We should probably put the camera over here, shouldn't we?
No,
So
I
we're
can't
in the same
read. I
direction,
can't
so
see
you
the
can't
chat
read the
from over
chat.
there. Yeah.
There you go.
When did you?
Sorry.
I have a question for Sophie, but like, when did it kind of get serious from like something that you just normally just like casually did, and at some point it kind of turned into part of your career almost, right?
In terms of cosplay, you mean?
Yeah, for cosplay.
Oh, I think when I started Patreon, it became more of a serious thing. So it was really a gradual thing, but I didn't start Patreon until I moved to Japan, and I think also there's a lot more opportunities for cosplayers in Japan, especially compared to the likes of Northern Ireland where there is no cosplay scene whatsoever. So I feel like when I moved here is when it became a more serious thing for me.
Are you part of like the cosplay scene in Japan, and what is that like if there is?
It's kind of different. I mean, I feel like most of my cosplay friends are from all over the world. And I don't really go to too many conventions here because the scene is very, very different. I feel like back at home, whenever you go to a convention and cosplay, like, yeah, you walk around the convention, you take part in the convention, and like people will stop and ask you for photos, and that's kind of part of it. Whereas in Japan, I feel like cosplayers go to the events to promote themselves. So they get into their costume, they go to their spot, they give out their business cards, the photographers line up, they circle around them, and then they walk off and then they leave. They don't really go there to experience the convention, they go there to cosplay, promote, and then head out. So it's kind of different.
Because when back in Northern Ireland, we went to a what was the con in Queen's University called? QCon?
QCon, yeah.
So we're from Northern Ireland, and there's like one like anime convention called QCon, and Sophie went in cosplay, and even in cosplay you can still just sort of walk around and like go to the merch and check out the whole place. But here we went to like the convention thing in Ikebukuro, and you stood in one spot for one photographer, and then just a line appeared out of nowhere. You know?
Yeah, the scene's
So
very
we're
different.
Just taking one photo, to be in
Yeah,
there for
for
30
sure.
minutes, just taking photos.
Yeah, here I feel
More
like it's
intense.
taken way more seriously, and I think it is because there are more opportunities for cosplayers here to do a lot of paid work. So like it's very much seen as like a serious job thing, whereas I feel like at home it's kind of seen more as a hobby.
Yeah. I remember when there was that, I forgot which convention it was, that there was a girl that was like cosplaying, and then they had all these people around her, and then she was like hyperventilating because
Comic Cat.
was it Comic-Con?
Yeah, that was a Comic-Con. Yeah,
That was
a
crazy.
Comic.
Is that like a rare situation, or would you say that actually
Not here.
happens? No.
It happens, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Because there's just so many people and there's not enough security, I guess. Like, so I remember seeing that video. I think it was like 2 years ago at the Comic-Con.
I thought it was this
and-
winter Comic Con.
Was it?
That was
Maybe
last year.
there was maybe another instance of it, but I think it was the summer one. Because usually for the summer Comic-Con, because it's so hot, especially in summer, so a lot of girls will wear like more revealing costumes because it's freaking hot. So a lot of people will kind of get very up close, and like because there's so many of them, they're all kind of circled around this person, and they all get closer and closer and closer. It's like a mob mentality kind of thing. You know, they can kind of get away with it, so it's kind of scary.
When we went to TGS, I saw a lot of cool cosplays, and because I kind of knew that it was like a professional thing, I was very reluctant to just take pictures. What's the etiquette there? Should we ask the cosplay people, like, can I take a picture, or like?
Yeah, because I think that
That's what they want.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I feel like TGS, there is a cosplay area at TGS, but it's not as big as like the likes of Comic-Con and stuff like that. But I feel like if you put all that effort into an outfit, usually you want somebody to like ask for like a picture, right? Like at the end of the day, you can ask, and if they say no, that's okay. But I don't think it hurts to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really depends on the individual person. Yeah, like, and even though it is taken as like a more professional thing here, there are also a lot of people that are just in it for fun. You know, not everybody is like
super serious about it.
super serious about it. So
Okay.
yeah, it just depends on the person.
Yeah, but I think if you go to a convention and there's people in cosplay, they're there to like have photos taken of them and stuff. Like,
Yeah, they probably put in a lot of effort that day, right?
yeah, just be respectful.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Just go over and ask, "Hi, can I take a photo? Yes or no?"
I'm so scared. Like, there was a guy that was dressed up as Sekiro, and I was like, "Blue, look, it's Sekiro," and I was like following him. But I was too scared to ask him to take a photo, and I was like, "That's too
I think
rude."
that's worse. Stalking someone.
It was like a crush.
You were like clutching your phone. It's like, I should I go ask? Should I go ask? And then we lost sight of him. So it's like,
you should have asked.
I think it's like you always hear like YouTubers and like celebrities and people like that. It's like it's much better for the person to come over and be like, "Can I have a photo?" rather than like stand on the other side of the room and just stare.
That's true, yeah.
That's just creepy.
I was creepy as hell then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Norby has a good question in chat. It says, how do you deal with haters or criticism? Because everyone has different tastes and opinions. Do you ignore them or take it as feedback and try to learn from it?
I mean, that really depends on the way the feedback or the hate is presented. So, like, I feel like there's a difference between, like, feedback or constructive criticism and haters. So, I feel like it really just depends. It's situation-based, you know? Some people are just hella rude, and I'm definitely not going to listen to them. But if other people are just like, hey, like, I think maybe this would be better or something, then, yeah, that's fine. I have no issue with that.
Yeah, so it's like if you're a troll, you're gonna get ignored, but if it's constructive criticism,
there's a difference between like trying to help and just insulting.
Yeah.
But even with constructive criticism, I think it's up to you whether you want to listen to that or not either.
Yeah, for sure. Like, even if someone's given like constructive criticisms, like, okay, you have this criticism, but maybe I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But
that's fine.
you know, it's okay for you to have that, but you know, I don't necessarily have to agree and change based on your opinion. So it really just depends on the person and the situation.
Especially with like a lot of cosplayers, fans could be like, "Oh, that's not the shoes she wore," or "That's not exactly correct." And it's like, what? It's still it's a creative thing. It's the way I do it is not right or wrong. It's just the way I do it.
Yeah, I guess. And I guess it's kind of similar to that. My question is kind of a little twist from that. But so as a cosplayer, right? It's like a lot of spotlight, and you know sometimes you revealing clothing, or you must. And if you don't want to answer this, you don't have to answer this, but you must get creepy DMs. Like you must get the creeps. And like more than like, you know, one or two. Like it could be like maybe your DMs are full of that. Like it's like a normal thing. Maybe you get the occasional dick pic. I don't know. How do you deal with that?
Actually, I do not get dick pics.
Oh really?
That's probably gonna invite dick pics, but I never get dick pics.
Just from Luke then?
Maybe like once, I'd say I get a dick pic maybe like once a year. Like
okay.
But I've been a girl in the internet for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just very desensitized to it. I usually find it pretty funny, especially when stuff is like hella creepy. Like I like to screenshot it and then like show it to people because I think it's funny. So like, yeah, it doesn't upset me. It doesn't bother me. It's just kind of like I just think it's funny. And sometimes like some of this stuff is just like really dumb. But you know, I've been a girl on the internet for a long time, so I feel like all girls on the internet get that kind of stuff. And I feel like, to be honest, since starting cosplay, I don't think it's become more. It's always just kind of been a level. Creepy
A level
and-
head.
yeah.
Do you could you share like the creepiest story that you had? Anything that you could, of course, like you don't have to say any names or anything, but
I don't think I have any super creepy stories.
You used to read them out. It used to be a Twitch
Yeah,
thing where she would read creepy DMs.
Yeah, so like you know the channel points. I used to have like a redeem the channel points for like me to like pick out a creepy DM from my Instagram and then read it out, and it was honestly so fun.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but then I started running out of them. So I mean, I've got like a whole bunch of them screenshotted on my phone. Just like you know, I read through whenever I'm bored and I want to laugh.
That's a really good idea.
But yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's funny. Like I don't take it too seriously. It's the internet, man.
And Luke, for you, how do you react to that? I know some people could get really mad. Some people think it's funny. But what's your reaction when you get these people that are obviously just creepishly approaching, you know?
Well, it's like it's kind of similar to when people like, oh, why would your boyfriend let you dress like that?
Okay.
And it's like I get to take the photos.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, creep on her if you want. She's my girlfriend. I know she's hot. You know what I
Damn
mean?
right, yeah.
I don't need like
That's awesome,
some weirdo on the internet who's jealous. Because I know that's what it is.
And you're part of the creative process that Sophie's doing, so it's kind of like you guys are doing it together. So
Yeah, and it's never been like hidden or a secret that like I'm in a relationship or that.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people do that.
I've been so like open about it from the beginning. Like even on Patreon and stuff, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, me and Luke are doing this today, or it's so open and it's so clear, and that's just the way I like it.
There's some like online people who like to keep the relationship hidden for different reasons. If it's like they want to keep that person out of it, or they like the idea of pretending to be single online because it can help in some ways. But it was never like that for us because it's like we don't want
that's
those
such
sort
a
of
bad
people.
idea.
You know,
I think
that
it's like
that would just breed jealousy.
yeah, and like as for like, because you know, for me, Blue streams and also like Sophie streams, right, for you, and if they're hiding it, it's like kind of makes you like you can't join in on the fun, you know, because you're on stream, I'm on stream, so it's like it'd be really weird, I think. And I think it'd be weird for Blue too if it was if I was just like this like non-existent character. So yeah.
Because like Twitch or like the cosplay and things like that, it's so integrated into like just daily life. It'd be so hard to just cut your other half out of that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna stream, so I'm single for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like don't talk to me, don't make noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would just
It's a little
be
weird.
difficult.
Yeah.
And
Also, like, I don't want people joining the stream because they think that they have a chance at a relationship.
right.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's never what I have
Yeah.
wanted. So
Yeah.
So
Don't try and lead
I have a
lead people
question
on.
from Meek3, but before that, I just want to say, one of the best comments that we got, the fact that we streamed together, there was a guy that was married, and he said, it's not weird, because when my wife or something looks at the stream, it's not just one girl. So it's like, it like justifies it in a certain way that doesn't know the stream culture.
Yes, yeah.
You know? So I was like, oh, okay, that was like also a good reason, because, you know, like they're not looking to like hit on Blue, but it's really hard to justify that when, or for them to, other people to understand if they're not part of this culture, I guess. So
Because there is a social, of course, stigma when it comes to like, I mean, with the whole like e-girls and whatnot as well. And so I think there is a very negative stigma associated with that. And I think that's, I mean, it's slowly changing, but I think it's still there. and it does make some people uncomfortable,
Yeah.
or they could get the wrong idea. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
And I
sense.
think, like, for you two, you two streaming together, it works so well. I love it.
Thank you.
The dynamic, because it's not just like, it's more than just two friends streaming. It's the dynamic is like so tight.
Yeah.
It just I think it works so well. I really like it.
Well, thank you.
Huh?
We do our best. We're trying to make sure our relationship's okay during the split control Sekiro streams, but
Oh
we have to-
God.
we just
it's been
I
fun.
saw you
Yeah, it's
put
been
I
fun.
saw you put a video up on it.
yeah.
Oh.
We streamed that today. Like, yeah, it was good.
How's it going?
It's going good.
We got to the
We killed the ape.
Yeah, the ape. Yeah.
Killed the ape.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So, yeah.
shit.
All right, sorry. So there was a comment here that I haven't read. So Meek3 is asking, "Hey, I got a very weird and specific question. I was modeling a few years ago and nearly got some gigs in Japan, which was always my dream, but was entirely dropped by any Japanese project when I went on medication and went up a size to a Japanese M. For my country, for her country, it's country XS. That was a while ago, but is there still a lot of pressure/issues with anything more than a small size in Japan? Would love to try again sometime. What would you guys think?
That's tough. I mean,
hard.
I wear, like, it's hard to know because, like, I will wear M size in a lot of things in Japanese clothing.
It really
But
depends.
I've
on,
never
like,
I've never had any kind of issue with it. So it's hard for me to know, like, I feel like in the modeling industry, it's not super inclusive yet. I feel like in the West, the modeling industry is becoming a lot more diverse and inclusive of different body types, but I would say Japan is still behind in that field, to be honest. Like, I don't know what the modeling agency's requirements are. The one that
I don't think they're just. So
I'm with.
we're with a talent agency. It's more than just models.
Yeah,
it's also, like,
but
voice
if
actors.
you want to do inside, I don't know. Like, if have they turned on people
No,
for
I don't think so.
like being a certain size or
No, I don't
being
think so.
certain-
I think you'd be in the agency, but you probably won't get jobs.
I think it's very
Unless-
brand specific too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it might be tough because the sizes here are
Everyone's
always
smaller.
free size.
Yeah.
So I think as long as you fit into that free size, then you probably have a good chance of getting jobs. But if you don't fit into the free size, then maybe it will be difficult.
I do think though that there is this, like, stigmatism here where it's like everyone, like, beauty standards are very, like, set. It's like, this is how you should look. This is what pretty is.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, somewhere like America or the UK, it's a lot more diverse. Everyone's like beautiful in their own skin. Whereas here, it can sometimes be more. No, there's a beauty standard. You know.
I think, yeah, it's like Blue saying that it's like, it depends on brand, because there's a lot of, like, if it's like streetwear, the oversize is definitely like in right now. So maybe it's not model agency, but maybe more of a talent agency and doing kind of like content creation while modeling. Is that kind of like, I have no idea, but like, do you guys think that that's
I think that for the size thing, it's like, if it's probably like, if it's like high fashion, then it's like you're modeling the clothes, so you have to be just this size
yeah.
because we need the outfit for that size, sort of thing, you know. I don't know too much about, like, that side of, like, fashion industry, but I think that's, like, the same around the world, isn't it?
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, I used to work in the high fashion side with runway models and whatnot, and like all the girls have to be a certain size. They have to be within, like, the 3 sizes have to be within a certain size limit. Or if it was like the off chance that maybe one girl was a little bit bigger, then she would be wearing something that was maybe a little bit less, like, that didn't have like a cinched waist or something, like a say like a unshaped dress kind of thing, or a bigger size clothing. But at the same time, like, it's not very common to see someone who wouldn't fit into those clothes, because we do have a certain size. I completely forgot the actual name of it, but there is like a standard sizing for runway clothing, and so if you don't fit into that, you can't walk the runway. So I think it really depends on if you're going for like runway stuff, or if you're going for like magazines or just like the brand's lookbook or whatnot, then yeah. So I think it really depends.
Yeah.
I would say though, for foreigners coming over, I think it's a little bit more relaxed. You know, and also Japan loves the like normal guy, like
Yeah.
they love that sort of just casual. So
Yeah, like the vast majority of jobs that I get are like very princess
Yeah.
typecast into like Disney princess or like princess type of things.
Wonder
That's
why.
always like what I'm booked for. I'm always booked in for brands that want some kind of like princess theme.
blonde hair, blue eye.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits really well, like the Ohime-sama style. I think, yeah.
Personality as well. Yeah.
So I realized that we're on Twitch, but we haven't asked any questions really about this platform that we're on right now. And so I wanted to ask, like, what brought you to the Twitch? From you had the cosplay, you got the YouTube. What brought you to Twitch?
So I was doing YouTube a lot. I think in the first year that I was in Japan, I was doing YouTube a lot. So I was focusing on cosplay, Patreon, and YouTube at that time. And I got to a point where I was like, I never have any time to play games. I'm gonna Twitch stream. So then I just kind of set up the Twitch stream, and as time went on, I became more and more attached to Twitch and less attached to YouTube. And just as time kind of went on, I just kind of Twitch became like up here on the priority list, and YouTube was just kind of thrown away. Yeah.
YouTube takes so much time.
Yeah.
It's hard to do both. It's really hard to do both.
Yeah. Unless you're just like uploading Twitch streams to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's editing takes so much time.
Yeah. Recently, we started for the Sekiro Split Control stream. We actually didn't stream that first run. We just recorded it, and then I've never done anything related to like video editing, but I was interested, so I was like, this is a good test run. If it doesn't work, we just don't have to show anybody. And then I did that, and one of the biggest things that I realized was, so we're recording, right, and we're talking, and I was like, whoa, without chat and live interaction, it's so sad. Like, I feel it's like
so lonely.
Yeah, it feels lonely.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. Like I can switch on my Twitch stream and just start blah blah blah, talk, no issue. But the second I turn on the camera for a YouTube video, I'm like,
It's very different, yeah.
It's a really different
It's a
feeling. Like
you would think it's kind of similar. It's like, oh, it's Twitch, YouTube. It's just like one's live, one's not live, but it's a completely different beast when it comes to like being in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, I just thought. So do you think that's the biggest difference that made you shift into Twitch, was like the live reaction where you can just like hang out with people? That aspect that made you like Twitch so much?
I think that like I just kind of like, even as far as like makeup goes, like I know I was telling you guys earlier about like how I started a blog just because I was getting really into makeup. I feel like my interest in makeup has dwindled. So I feel like that's kind of why, like, my whole life, one interest that has always pervaded is an interest in video games. But, you know, I've had different dips of different things, and I feel like makeup was once a thing that I was super, super into, and now I just kind of buy the makeup that I need. I don't really, like, collect makeup, and, like, I live in Japan now, so it feels less special, because I used to, like, really like collecting, like, Japanese makeup and stuff like that, but I live here now, so it doesn't feel as special anymore. So I guess I just kind of got bored of makeup, so I feel like that's why I kind of stepped away from YouTube and kind of went more towards Twitch.
Yeah, it's also because your YouTube had nothing to do with games, so it's
Yeah.
not like we could integrate it.
Nothing to do with games.
It was like fashion makeup, and then so she ended up having this fashion makeup audience and a Twitch audience, you know, so it wasn't easy to like put them together. So it was like, YouTube takes a lot of time, but I enjoy video games, so it's just, you know.
How long does it take for you to make one just general something that would be fitting for your channel? How long does it take for you from filming to editing to publishing? How long does it normally take?
That totally depends on the video. Like a vlog can take not that long, but it really depends on the video. Like a makeup video takes slightly longer. Maybe like an outfit video takes longer. Really depends. But
Depends on the person too, 'cause I think vlogs take the longest.
really,
Yeah, because you're recording for a full day, and you need to like find the fun parts, so you need to watch all of it.
Oh, yeah.
With like a makeup video, you know what it is. It's like a scripted video.
I see. Wait, do you guys have a script? I know some people like actually write out scripts for like what they say and stuff. Do you guys have?
I used to write out bullet points, but yeah, I would write out bullet points to like don't forget to mention this kind of thing. But I would never really have a full script. Unless I'm doing a voiceover, then I'll have like a script.
I know for me, because I'm editing a lot more than Sophie now. I guess if I knew what I wanted, and let's say the recording if I'm out in Tokyo, let's say the recording takes 3 hours, and then the editing takes maybe 6 hours.
Wow.
You know, so it's like from starting to record to having the thumbnail photoshopped and the video uploaded.
Wow, so it's like for us, like, or for a lot of people, it's like that whole from the filming to the publishing is like one stream. Is like kind of whereas you can.
I mean, that's if like everything's perfect.
Oh, so
it can take a week.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, if the video just isn't working,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you edit the video and it's just like, oh, what I thought it would be. Oh, it's too short, or it's not that
Gotcha.
fun. So you end up having to like think about, oh, should I go reshoot something? Or, you know.
Yeah.
With Twitch, you turn it on, then you turn it off.
Yeah, it's like just one shot,
Yeah. You mess up live.
and everybody makes fun of you
Yeah.
for it, and it's great. And I think it's like the people of Twitch, they're part of that culture, so they don't. It's not like, oh my god, they messed up. It's just like, yeah, man, let's make fun of you for it. It's just like we're like school friends. Like, let's just And I love that.
Yeah, Twitch is so much more chill. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Really? Like,
People on YouTube are so ridiculous. They're like, that hair is out of place the entire video. I can't stand it. This is annoying me so much. Like, you could be talking about like the most intense political thing ever, and they'll be like, your hair is out of place.
What?
Just like,
Oh my god.
I had no idea. Like,
Yeah.
because with like not the games that we play or our community, but there are like the toxic communities on Twitch. So I just thought like these people
course.
are like the top. But I guess from what we've heard, like with Corey too, before was saying that there's this part of YouTube that you only get to know once you're like part of the content creation. That's like extremely toxic. Like it could get really bad. And I was like, I had no idea.
Depends. The communities
I think
on
it's
YouTube
because
are a lot.
YouTube is bigger as well, so it's got more of a like general audience. So you get like a lot of like 12-year-olds that'll just be like, oh my god, you're so ugly. Oh my god, kill yourself. Like this
Oh
kind of
God.
thing. You know, so they're obviously not like, they're like 12. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. They don't
Yeah.
know that their words are impacting people,
Mhm.
but there's, you know, a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think with Twitch as well, it's you only watch a streamer if you like that person or you like that game. Whereas YouTube, you could find someone completely randomly, you know. And I feel like Twitch is more personality run. If you don't have a good personality, like you'll never like get anything off Twitch. But with YouTube,
Yeah.
it's a bit more complicated.
Makes sense. So, Regular has a question. Says, Regular Irregular says, what was the biggest Twitch curveball that was thrown at you? Is there anything that's unexpected, something completely unexpected come into
I
Twitch?
think how generous people are on Twitch really fucking shocked me. Like whenever I started Twitch streaming, okay, I was streaming from my PS4, so I didn't have like alerts or anything. I was just streaming away. I was like, and then whenever I set up it on PC, I was like, "What's a sub?" I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
I was like, "What are bits? I don't understand this."
I remember when we did that and someone subbed to us and then we apologized for them giving money and people got mad at us. They're like, no, this is how it works. Like, let us sub to you. Yeah.
Or
I
like,
think that's what surprised me the most. Like people are so, I don't know. I feel like I feel like on Twitch you just have like a much closer connection than I ever did with anybody on YouTube.
Oh yeah, because like you'll turn on Twitch and be like, oh, here's that guy and here's that guy. Oh, welcome back. With YouTube, it's after.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not the connection isn't as real.
Yeah, the live interaction is still it trips me up.
Because you can actually have like an actual conversation. It's just
Yeah.
not just singular comments.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like you actually get to know the people who are
I feel
coming
like
to
that's
hang out
maybe
with
why
you.
the hate's less on Twitch.
Yeah.
I think there's less hate on Twitch because you're talking to
Yeah.
an individual. You're not just like talking on a video. You know?
I feel like stuff is like more people. I think people do more personal attacks. Like they take their time on YouTube to like really like personally attack you as a person. Whereas I feel like on Twitch it's just like show tits. Like, okay, that's
Okay, bye.
okay.
Sometimes there's the occasional like super troll, but that's like ignorable.
Yeah.
Like they're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so rare though. Like
And
I
you've
feel
got
like
things like mod.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not something that you like think
Yeah.
about. Like YouTube comments, you can end up like festering. Just
there
like,
could be like a paragraph of like picking you apart of like why you're a terrible person. Like
Yeah.
it's intense.
That's some dedication though, right?
Mad respect to freaking
Yeah.
YouTubers that have to deal with that kind of shit every single day.
Yeah. Because if it came up on Twitch, it would just get deleted.
Yeah.
Like this huge paragraph of why you suck. The mod was just like,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know.
That's true. So I think you kind of already answered this in a certain way, but Kayama says, is the difference in the community why you decided to stream on Twitch over YouTube Live?
I think that it wasn't like an active decision. I wasn't like, I like this community better than this community. It wasn't like an active thing. It was just like, oh, I'm really enjoying this, so I just kept doing it kind of thing. And then
And you were on Twitch before YouTube Live was a thing.
Oh, really?
no, I streamed on YouTube Live as well years ago. Like a really I streamed Final Fantasy X, of course.
Of
Yes,
course.
we're on YouTube Live for a little while, like for fun, and it was fine. Like to be honest, I didn't have any issues on YouTube Live. It was all like everyone was really chill. It was more like YouTube comments rather than like people on live. I didn't have a problem with live, but I don't have a lot of experience with YouTube Live, so I can't speak like from somebody that has a lot of experience with it.
Okay.
And I guess
That
it's
makes
the
sense.
same
We just
sort
did
of
it like
thing
a
as well,
handful of
where
times for fun.
I guess it's the same sort of thing where like your channel wasn't games at all.
Yeah.
It was like nice to just have it more different.
Is there something that you would remove or add to your streams going on? Is there something you want to do? Maybe something you want to do in the future? Maybe you want, subtract from in the future? Is there anything? Or is it just kind of like, just do what you do?
Yeah, I feel like I usually just come up with things that I want to do or change on the spot. Like I just kind of like, oh, I like that idea, and then I do it.
Yeah.
That makes
It's
sense,
not
yeah.
that like heavily
I mean-
scripted or planned out. It's more just like this game come out.
Yeah,
'Cause that's what Twitch started as for you?
I take Twitch pretty chill because even though like it is a job and a career for a lot of people, like I've got Patreon and I've got modeling, so it's kind of like a balancing thing. So like for me, Twitch is like my chill place.
Yeah. Which it
Like,
should be,
yes.
yeah.
I like it for that. Like because with modeling and cosplay, your days are pretty sporadic, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
So Twitch gives me like something to wake up for, and like, okay, I have to do this, like a commitment, like kind of like a, I don't know, not a 9 to 5, but just like I've got to be here at this time until this time, and it just kind of gets my day started and like gets my schedule going. So I like it because of that.
Yeah, it's extremely chill. Like, that's kind of like what we like about it too. Like, it's so nice. But
Yeah. It's just like coming on
Yeah.
playing with friends
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
yeah, exactly. Like, that's exactly how we feel about. Yeah, me too. So, I mean, not only like YouTube or Twitch, if you tweet something, it gets a ton of reaction. It's how do you deal with that? And people interact with you, right? Does it ever like fuck with your head at all, like with all the interaction, or is it just kind of like, how do you like check out it's not like Discord where you can like see the comments like this, but like, I guess you could, but do you look through like the comments? Like, you know, like how do you deal with it? Like, I can't even fathom that.
I look through my comments on like every platform.
Mm.
I don't reply to everything, but I do
Right.
look through my comments on everything. And to be honest, generally most things are like pretty positive.
Mm.
I feel like I'm pretty lucky. I don't deal with like a lot of negative stuff. Like sometimes you do get negative stuff, but as far as like Twitter goes, like if people are being like outwardly like aggressive, then I've got no issues just like blocking somebody. Or if people like just annoy me, like I'll just mute them, and then I never have to see their annoying comments anymore.
Yeah.
You know, there's tools there to like protect yourself.
Mhm.
But overall, I feel like I'm pretty lucky. Like I don't deal with a lot of stuff, especially on Twitter. Like Twitter, I find is pretty chill, and Instagram. Like I know that a lot of people have a lot of issues on Instagram, but on my entire time on Instagram, I've never like. Yeah, sometimes you get like the odd person being rude, but it's so rare.
Because it's so rare, it's funny.
So weird. Like, it's even just like not even just the negative ones, but just the amount of interaction, the pure interaction that you get.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you can keep your notifications on, right? It's just.
Oh no, I don't have my notifications on.
Your phone would,
Yeah.
go crazy.
I would run out of battery, but it's like I still like will if I tweet something and I'm like asking a question or I want, like I'll still go and I'll still check them. Like it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can all, because it's not like Twitch, you take it at your own pace as well.
Yeah, like I could just whenever I'm ready to check back, I'll check back, and if someone's got a question, I'll answer the question. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, not so bad.
So Luke, when are you gonna start streaming, man?
I actually streamed like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh yeah.
Once. What did I play? I think I played Monster Hunter. Maybe?
Monster Hunter?
Oh no, maybe not. I don't remember what I streamed. I don't know. I don't remember. If you
Must
shout
have
me,
been an event.
tell you, that would tell you
Yeah.
what I streamed because I don't.
Is that?
Cheeky way to get a shout out, like what the hell?
No,
We can
it's
give you
serious.
one.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, where's my thing?
I don't know. Where...
Oh my god.
This is what happens when we don't have mods in chat.
Yeah.
Right.
Your
to-
stream
Oh,
is
shit.
chill as fuck, everyone's cool.
OG. SOG.
That's me.
Shout out OG.
Wait.
Yeah, like
Is that not
I-
it?
That is it. Is it not? That is your
Yeah.
Twitch name.
Unknown,
unknown Twitch channel. That's me. I'm an unknown Twitch channel. Hey.
Oh wait. Oh no. Sorry. It's that.
Okay,
Monster Hunter World,
You
the
were playing
Monster
Monster
Hunter.
Hunter.
Oh, okay. So it was
Sure,
Monster
Monster
Hunter, right?
Sophie went to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I really enjoy streaming. It's just finding time.
Mhm.
You know, because like Sophie streams when I'm at work,
Mhm.
and then I come home, and it's like our time to not do that. Because I wouldn't want to come home and then just because it's for you. I know that like Blluist streaming, and then Greg comes home and you stream together, and it's still like you two together.
Mhm.
But like when I come home, Sophie's not streaming,
Mm.
so it's not. I don't want to come in and then just turn my back to her and turn the camera on.
Makes sense. You guys need your
Yeah.
personal time too.
Come home, have dinner, because I don't get. I get home from work at about 7:30.
Mhm.
So then I just want to come home and like have dinner and relax and like watch Netflix or an anime or something.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I play games on. I really only play like games on the weekend.
So what's it that I just thought of a question for both of you guys. What's like your day-to-day like on a weekday when you like the busiest day, I guess? Like what's your day-to-day?
So you have 2 different busy days, either a stream day or a cosplay day, or a model day.
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
you should start first.
I'll start because mine's really easy.
Okay.
On the weekday, I wake up at 7, leave the house at 8, get into work at 9, and then come home and be home for about 7:30. You know, but my day at work is different. I'll either be sitting in the office researching or helping my like Japanese coworkers with like English stuff.
Mhm.
Because the agency is focused on foreigners, they like to have me like read it to be sure it's like good English, you know. But that's like a small part of the day. If I'm not just in the office editing, I'm out recording, and then I'll come home. Sophie makes dinner on the weekdays. I make it on the weekends.
Oh, nice. You
Then
guys got
have dinner.
that. That's cool.
and then we'll just watch. Either depends if Sophie's like really busy, she'll be editing, and I'll like watch a movie or chill or something. You know. And then on the weekends, our weekends can be quite busy.
Mhm.
So my weekends, my time to relax is actually Sophie's work time. So that's when my 9 to 5 stops and my PeachMilky job starts. I change uniform.
I saved you.
I saved you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
No, but yeah, the weekends, if we're not working, I don't know, we do different things. We usually go out drinking.
Yeah.
It's a weekend thing to do.
I'm screaming at the chat right now.
What?
Are these people Australian? I think he's German.
What? Neither of those are close.
You're both from Northern
We're
Ireland.
Irish. We're Northern Irish.
Yeah.
Close. Close, but not quite.
Before Sophie answers, I'm curious, can people understand me?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think if they can
I have a hard
understand it, they'll be
time.
like, what the fuck's he saying?
We have friends here who can't understand me.
Yeah, you
Only
mentioned
whenever
that.
you drink a lot. Only when he drinks like a lot. Like, he used to be drinking a lot. Like, he used to be like,
Zombie mode. The-
yeah.
And then I become like real like country. Oof.
So
What about you?
yeah, Sophie,
What's
what's
your
your day to day like?
I
As
think that if I don't have any modeling or cosplay, so just like a very basic day, I get up when Look leaves, get ready, stream from usually maybe like in an ideal world, like 9:30 till 2 p.m.
Mm.
Then I have lunch. Then I start editing photos and like doing admin stuff, responding to all my emails, doing all that kind of stuff. And then I guess that usually takes me up until about like 6.
Mhm.
Then I'll make like dinner for when he gets home, and then usually we'll chill. But that's like on a very relaxed day.
Mhm.
So like my schedule is kind of messy. So like even like last week, I was spending 5 days in Oita,
Mhm.
like photo shooting the whole time. So like
Yeah.
my schedule is like, you know, sometimes I'll be on photo shoots that like take 12 hours. But that would be just very much like a basic, don't have anywhere to be, don't have anything to do, just get up and do my own thing. So it'll be streaming, editing photos, getting them all ready, I'll schedule like tweets, and I'll schedule like cosplay
yeah.
posts and all that kind of stuff. And I usually call it like admin work.
Mhm.
That kind of thing, like the social media side of things. And
Yeah.
then I'll just make dinner for it.
Yeah.
That's
Then
very
down.
busy.
Yeah.
If it's both of us, we'll get up. It's like, okay, we've got a cosplay planned. We've got like a studio or a Airbnb or just in the house, and we've got that planned. We'll wake up early. We will go to the location and then shoot for like 5 or 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then that will be the day. Because after that, we're both done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do anything after that. That's
No. We actually done like 2 or 3 shoots where we wake up at like 4 a.m.
Oh my god.
and we'll do the shoot before I go to work. You know.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Because it's kind of difficult because like Luke has to work, but I also need to. I have like a deadline for these costumes, so
For
it's
sure.
like I need to get it done.
yeah.
And it's difficult working with other photographers because they don't give me the raws. I want the raws. So
I
it's
see, I
like,
see.
yeah, I like to have control over like the raws and the edits.
Mhm.
So, you know, I would always prefer to have a look over anybody else to edit my photos and work on my photos. So, yeah, like we'll just get up super early and like shoot it from like 4 a.m. kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's dedication. That's
We
dedication.
did.
You know?
We did a Sakura shoot last year. It was like Sakura Miku, and we wanted to go out. So in Japan, even though cosplay is super popular, it's
Mhm.
not popular like on the street.
Okay.
You're not gonna see cosplayers just walking around.
That's
That's
true.
true, yeah.
That's true.
It's
yeah.
like you go to a studio and you get changed in your cosplay there. But we wanted to take photos under the like cherry blossoms. So we got up at like 4 a.m. And got at the cherry blossoms for sunrise. So there was no people there. But of course there was like old grandas. Like,
Of course,
4
course,
a.m.
there was like
marathon.
Yeah. Were they doing like the what was it, the stretching? Morning stretches?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
We did it. We went to Okinawa. And we got up and we were taking photos on the beach for Riku. And we were taking the photos for like the sunrise at the beach. But there was like people just on the beach and the sun hadn't
Doing
even
like
risen
yoga and stuff, like praying to crystals and stuff, and it's just like it's 5 a.m. Like,
Go to sleep, dude.
do you have jobs? Like, what's going on?
It was mainly like old people. Just
Yeah.
crazy. It's hard to have like a minute to yourself out here, you know what I mean?
So actually, Fulgur in chat says, Luke, are you interested in cosplay yourself?
That's so funny considering today.
Yeah, we actually went out cosplay shopping today, and Sophie was really wanting me to get a cosplay.
Oh, so maybe soon.
Danganronpa,
Yeah.
which second one.
Yeah.
There's the characters Sonya and Gundam.
Oh, Gundam.
Oh, with the hamsters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Oh my god,
He's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a white streak in his hair.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I know.
that's what I was trying to say.
Why did you take the photo?
Who's
know.
gonna take the photo?
But like, wouldn't it be perfect? Okay, so there was a Sonya Nevermind cosplay and a Gundam cosplay. Each were like $60. They were like secondhand. Like, I was like, look, like let's just get these. And like, he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then we walked around the shop a little bit, bought some stuff, and then I went to go and get them. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I don't want to do it. I hate Gundam.
I don't like Gundam as a character.
He doesn't like Gundam, and I'm just like, oh my god, but you're perfect.
Gundam.
I have cosplayed though. I cosplayed at Tokyo Disney.
Oh.
Yeah, the one time I got him to cosplay with
The one
me.
time she got me to
Oh.
cosplay, she went to as Rapunzel and I was Flynn.
Oh, that's so cute.
We had a friend with us who was also a photographer,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so she would then take photos of the two of us.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was also like a big thing because you're not allowed to cosplay at Tokyo, but it was
Mhm.
Halloween.
Oh,
right,
We're
right,
allowed
right.
to.
Oh, that's really cool. I
So
Have you ever
cute.
cosplayed?
I've never.
We've both never.
Yeah, like we did like
Yeah.
Halloween
Aw.
costumes, but I think
We gotta change that.
yep. I think Blue has been talking about it, like
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Sophie's gonna get you into it, and you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII
We still,
remake.
yeah, we
coming
still need
out,
to
you
go
know.
cosplay shopping.
Definitely.
I'm all
We know
about
all the
it.
best spots. So.
Yeah.
That's so weird, like, cause you don't like you have to know the spots. Like, they're not just like a bunch of cosplay stores in Japan.
Yeah, it's
right?
not really advertised or anything.
Yeah.
I guess it depends because we live close to Ikebukuro,
Mhm.
which is like
It's got lots.
a lot of
But
cosplay.
no, I mean, it doesn't have that much. There's like 3.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
they're pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
If you're looking for
Good.
cosplay, just go to Akihabara.
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't know
Akihabara.
where to go.
Mm.
I think that's probably the only place I've actually really seen cosplay sold. But then again, I haven't been, looking at other stations.
Yeah,
But
you're looking for it.
Yeah. We went to like the Square Enix section, and the store that I really liked today was very disappointing.
yeah.
There
It
was
like,
Zack.
oh, there was only Zack.
Zach was like, that's
Oh.
kind of like Cloud. Would
Yeah,
you
I was-
cosplay that?
Yeah, I was like, it's pretty much the same outfit. Would you just put it on for me?
I mean, Zach is cool. Blue
love Zach, yeah,
loves Zach,
yeah.
but
I love Zach too,
yeah,
but
that's weird that it's Zach and not.
I've got my
Yeah.
preferences. I've got my preferences.
Oh yeah, the
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, with the waifus of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
Oh
look.
god.
Oh yeah, I saw that today.
Hey,
yeah,
that's
that's so
awesome.
cute.
Yeah,
That's
I did
awesome.
the lottery today.
Yeah, I've got this as well.
Oh,
Oh wow,
oh, that's
that's
so
awesome.
cool.
No.
Yeah.
look at that. So we've been we usually do about an hour, and we're kind of at that mark. So I kind of want to end on a completely casual question that I see from chat, and that'll be the last question of tonight. Kayama asks, "What's your favorite anime/manga, or currently reading/watching?"
Is that favorite one I'm watching, or favorite one and one we're watching?
Whichever one.
What about both?
Yeah, whichever one is fine. Like if you guys
What's your
have like an
favorite anime?
all-time favorite or whatever you guys are watching.
My all-time favorite anime is Jellyfish Princess.
Jellyfish-
It's about a bunch of neats that are all girls and they all live together. And then this, I guess, like drag queen type person hangs out with them. But there's no boys allowed in their house. That's like the rule. So they all think that he is a girl because he's so beautiful whenever he's all dressed up. But actually, he's secretly not. And the main character, there's like a little bit of a love thing going on.
Oh.
Mhm.
So it's, yeah.
Jellyfish
love
Princess? That's it?
Yeah. It's pretty old.
It's old, but I love it.
That's a really cool premise. That's like you don't really hear about that kind of.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
like
rare,
she starts
yeah.
like dating his brother,
Oh,
it's
let's
just
not
like-
spoil it.
triangle, and it's so good. But the reason that I love it is there's a character in it who's obsessed with romance. Like they're all otaku with like different like niches,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and one of them is obsessed with romance of the Three Kingdoms, aka Dynasty Warriors.
Mhm.
Oh.
I'm just like, that's me.
You feel.
That's me.
So you can relate. It's like a good song.
Yeah,
Nice.
I really love
Sophie's
it.
a Nate.
Nice. How about you, Luke?
Oh, I mean, favorite of all time. Ooh, I love Death Parade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've never seen Death Parade.
Death Parade's really good. Like Full Metal, you know, like
Mhm.
the usual, like Evangelion.
Yeah,
They're But recently, fucking Beastars.
I knew it.
We talk about it, yeah.
Beastars.
Can't stop
We
talking
talk about it every
Beastars.
time that we hang out. It's
Yeah.
just like, have you guys watched Beastars yet? Have you watched it yet?
I have.
Blue,
Yeah.
Blue's
Gray
been
has
watching
not.
a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah, on the
Gray has
side.
not,
Yeah.
I like it.
I do. I'm still like only like a few episodes in, but I've met the bunny and the elk. So
Hey.
Trying to think of.
I don't want to say
Is
too
there
much.
any-
Yeah, we gotta keep
Yeah.
watching that.
But yeah, like I watch like seasonal anime more, I guess. Sophie has like, I want to watch this,
Mhm.
I will watch it. Whereas I'll like watch a lot of different things.
Yeah. There's like
You know
that-
when I get back to watching fucking Haikyuu?
Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
I haven't watched the new season yet, so I
Yeah.
want to start from the beginning because I want to get Sophie to watch it.
It's so good,
What?
yeah.
What do you want me to watch?
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. Oh my god.
So good. No, it's so good.
Oh
It's
my
so
god.
good.
Oh my
He
god.
never hears the end of it.
You never stop talking about it, and I'm like, oh my god, I
It's
know
so
that he's your
hype.
best boy. Like,
So hype, yeah.
It's
It's,
very
so hype, yeah. I'm not into sport anime, but that one just really got me into
Yeah.
it.
It's like a battle
They're
manga,
really
like
cool. Yeah.
shonen battle. Like it's
Yeah.
so good. Highly recommend. If anybody has not checked that out, including you, Sophie. Wait, maybe
Yeah.
Sophie can watch Haikyuu and then I'll start watching Beastars. We can do this. We can do the trade off. Like that. Give it 5
I
episodes.
guess that's a trade-off. Okay, that's a fair trade-off.
So not down.
Okay, cool.
Okay, fine.
Should- Luke, it's up to you, man. It's up to you to convince Sophie.
I've tried. I've given up.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, but yeah, I think that's like a good way to kind of like conclude this podcast. Thank you guys so much. I know you guys
Yeah,
are
thank
busy,
for
as you
joining
told us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Oh,
for
no,
making
this is so
time
much
for
fun.
us. And
Nah, it's Saturday. We were chilling.
Yeah.
Playing Monster
We're just playing
Hunter.
Monster Hunter anyway.
We're doing Final Fantasy 7 lotteries. Akihabara. Like, it's a chill day.
and then we gotta hang out again, IRL.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, we have to go to your place. We want to go to, because last time we were talking about like you guys can come over to our place and then we'll go to your place and then it'll be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm curious
Make
to see what your
cookies
place looks
and
like.
I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
are gonna do. But...
It's just,
Oh my god, we're gonna make cookies!
We're gonna make
That's
cookies and
so
like
precious.
we've got a takoyaki.
oh, takoyaki party. Let's go.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we'll do like takoyaki and Haikyuu and watch
Haikyuu and
Haikyuu. You know?
Takoyaki and Haikyuu. And then it'll just be me in the it would be Sophie in her room watching Haikyuu, and then me in like the bathroom or something watching Beastars.
Why the bathroom?
Delegated to the bathroom.
Or fine, outside.
What's that manga? There's a manga / anime that you sent me a screenshot of, and I never showed it to you guys. It was like last month. Luke sent it to me, and he was like, "That's you and Blue and me and Gray." What's that one called?
Wait,
Is
what?
it?
It's the one where they're like it's like
They're in a work
it's a
environment.
workplace.
Otakoi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where there's like a screenshot from it where like the two girls are like hugging, and then the guys are in the background like taking photos or something.
Yeah.
Otako is so good.
I love Otakoi.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
So good.
Yeah.
Otako is so good. Yeah,
Such a good movie.
because
Movie.
Blue was reading the original manga, and she was like, "So I'm reading this shoujo one, and it's about otakus, and I think you might be interested." And then we found out it was an anime, and she's like, "You gotta watch it," and I got so hooked.
So good.
It's really, really good.
It's so good. We watched it. It was like, oh, it's us.
Yeah,
You know, you relate so much to the characters.
yeah, totally. The dude just playing his PSP during break.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us for this episode of Feels Cozy. It'll be up on YouTube as soon as we export and figure it all out. So please be for people that are watching, thank you guys so much. We'll be back with another episode of Feels Cozy very soon. And thank you so much to Luke and Sophie / PeachMilky for hanging out with us. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you for having
Thanks.
us.
Bye.
See you next time.
Take care.
Bye bye.